even though these chromosomes are determining the heredity characters, um, the number of chromosomes in a one particular organism is different to another particular organism. That means the organism is different species. If you take humans, the number of chromosomes in a one in humans are different to the number of chromosomes in pineapples, right? So that means if you have a human, normally a human has 46 chromosomes, whereas pineapple has 50 chromosomes. But if you take within the human species, if you take each and every individual, the size and the shape of these chromosomes may differ. But the number of chromosomes uh, is a constant. Is a constant for one particular species. So if you look at the page, if you look at page number 182 in your textbook, there is a table. So pineapples have 50 chromosomes, garden pea has 14 chromosomes, onion has 16 chromosomes, maize 20, paddy 24, tomato 24, horse 33, mouse 40, human 46, chimpanzees 48. So can you see the chimpanzees are very close to the number of chromosomes in chimpanzees are very close to the number of chromosomes in humans, because that also explains us that that is also very powerful evidence that we are, I mean, evolving from chimpanzees. So carp, it has the carp fish has 104 chromosomes. So now we are looking at in this part we are looking at basically humans. So as I mentioned, humans have 46 chromosomes, and that means 23 pairs, right? So 23 pairs. Then we'll move on to sex determination of human. So you may prefer to know how your gender is determined. So actually the incidence is known as sex determination. So when you take these 46 chromosomes or either 23 pairs of chromosomes, 22 pairs of chromosomes are known as autosomal chromosomes. That means they are determine all the other characters of our body. And one pair is responsible for determining the what? Determining the sex. Right? So that pair is known as sex determining chromosomes. So you have two chromosomes, one pair. Right? So normally these autosomal chromosomes are equal in size, right? They are the when you take a pair, the two chromosomes in it are equal in size and size. And however, the sex determining when it comes to the sex determining chromosomes, there is I mean small difference. So as I mentioned, there are two sex determining chromosomes. Uh, so if you take if it is a female, so the two these are the two chromosomes. We for our convenience we call it as X, right? The two chromosomes are in, I mean, they are similar in structure and shape. So we call it as X, right? X chromosome. And when it comes to the male, is XY. This is different to this chromosome. So although it's a pair, this chromosome is a little bit different to this one. So normally males have two different sex determining chromosomes. So we'll see how this happens. So, and the one thing is, if the size of the X chromosome is like this, so this one is also in same size, and this is also same size, but the Y chromosome is a little bit shorter than the X one, right? Or short or small. Actually, it's small. We normally use the term uh, large and small terms for, I mean, when interview we don't say it's short and long. It's like it's a small and big, right? It's smaller than the X chromosome, right? So during the formation of a zygote, right? So can you remember I mentioned when you are doing that Punnett square and that diagram, I use these gametes, right? So these are gametes. Gametes means, so if you take when it comes to gamete, when it comes to gametes, uh, not in when the female is producing eggs, the eggs contain only one chromosome, right? Only one chromosome. Each egg is containing only one chromosome. Here also the sperms contain only one chromosome. So if you take one particular sperm, you have only one chromosome of this. Can you remember in meiosis, the half of the chromosomes is come to the daughter cells, right? So that is because when the zygote is forming, so zygote is formed by either one of these, combining of either one of the eggs and one of the sperms, right? So if it is like this, if the egg contains two chromosomes as in our somatic cells, the somatic cells means the cells in our body, the other parts of our body. So they contain pairs of chromosomes. But when it comes to gametes, it has only, as I mentioned, it has only one chromosome. So if we'll see what happens if the gametes also contain two chromosomes. So what happens? If it is like this, the zygote will contain how many chromosomes? For sex determining, they may have 4 sex determining chromosomes, but it cannot be because the zygote should also have, two chromosomes. So for that, these gametes should contain they should contain only one chromosome. So, so if you take a female, all her gametes or eggs are containing X chromosome. So if you take one ovum, it contains only one X. Another one X. And when it comes to sperms, contains one may contain X, another one may contain Y, right? So if you take 100 of sperms, right, 100 sperms, if you take 100 sperms, they have identified 50, 50 out of 100 may contain X chromosomes and 50 out of 100 may contain Y chromosomes. That means 50% may contain X chromosome and the other 50 may contain Y chromosomes. When you take a sperm sample, if there are 100 sperms, 50 may be X, 50 may be Y. But when you take hundreds of eggs, 100 eggs, 50, not 50, all 100 eggs will contain X chromosomes, right? So actually the sex is determined by the father, right? So if so boys contain XY chromosomes, right? So this should definitely come from father. This should be from mother. Okay. If it is a girl, this comes from father. This comes from mother. So mother does not have any responsibility of determining the sex of the child because it is totally depend on the sperm. If this egg is fused with a X sperm, then they will get a girl. So if this egg is mated with or fused with a Y sperm, what? Then it will be a boy. So that means father is the one who is responsible for determining the sex of the child, right? So as I mentioned earlier, this Y chromosome is a little bit shorter than or smaller than the X chromosome. So now they have identified, this is an additional fact that I'm telling you. So they have now identified, although it was 50%, 50% X and Y earlier, right? When you take a sperm sample, 50% X and 50% Y. Now they have discovered this 50% have I mean, it has increased by several factors. I mean, like 52%, right? So this Y has been decreased. So that's why the female when you take a population, the females are dominant. I mean, not dominant. When you take the percentage of females in a population are, the percentage of females in a population is higher than that of the males. So that is the reason is this. Normally it's 50-50. This is an additional thing. So if they ask in the exam, you have to put 50-50. But it's now the 50, the X chromosome has, if you take 100 sperms, now it has gone to 51, 52 of X and 48, 49 of Y, right? So that is why, as I told you earlier, in nowadays when you take a population, the females are high. The number of females are high. Okay, now we'll see how these males and females are formed during mating. So now, so eggs are formed by mother cells of eggs, right? Egg mother cells, sperm mother cells. That means the mother cell produce eggs, and mother cell of sperm and sperm mother cell will produce sperm. So these are X chromosomes. This is known as um, egg mother cells. And this should be drawn a little bit shorter than this. So these are, wait. Egg mother cell. Sperm mother cell. Now this egg mother cell will produce eggs, right? Two eggs will be formed containing only one. That these are actually gametes, right? Containing only one chromosome. Sperms. Now this will combine with this. Then you will end up with that is X6, right? I forgot to write these things. XY, XX, XY. So this will be XX. Again this one with this. What is that? That's a boy. This is a girl. This is a boy. Then now this egg has the combinations are having finished. This can combine with this and this, and then we'll move on to this one. This will be XY. So now this will be a girl or female. Normally we call the scientific names female, male, female, male. Now what has happened? 50% out of the daughter, the first generation, 50% out of the first generation will be males and 50%, the other 50% will be females. That means if you have 4 babies, it has the ability, have the chance to have 2 males and 2 girls. But this doesn't happen all the time, right? But it cannot be like this. Yes. So if these eggs comes and combine with this sperm, you will get a female. And if these sperms combine with this egg combines with this sperm, you will get a male. And this egg with this one, female. This one with this one, a male. So this diagram you need to know how to draw, right? All these things should be in the diagram. That means, wait, you should write egg mother cell, and from the egg mother cell you should have eggs, sperm mother cells, sperms, and the combination. And again you have to mention this female, male, female, female. This can be like this also, as in the textbook. This can be a female, and again it can this can combine with anyway. You have to combine one of these eggs uh, with both of these sperms, right? So the combinations will be two. This egg, if you take this egg, there are two combinations. So either you can write like this, then you can skip this part, and you can take this egg and combine with this. Then you will have a female here, that is over, and again this one with this, a male, this one with a male, right? So this should be all the you should label the diagram.